In 2025, we are supposed to see a Cronos Crow coin burn potentially any day now. The question is, when are we going to see that, and how will that affect the Crow coin price? Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm maxi, and I have another video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about Crow coin, so hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in this video, guys. All right, so we're going to start off on Twitter. You can follow me at 333maxi. I say day 70, bull posting Crow coin to $1. The new crypto.com US exchange launch is only the beginning. What are your thoughts on this, Crow fam? I'm really curious. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think this means for crypto.com and more specifically the Crow coin price? Because guys, we all know what matters here, and that is Crow coin's price going up. Let me know in the comment section below, how big of a deal is it that crypto.com has finally launched their US exchange? I'm very curious on what you have to say about that. Do you think it will drive more users to Crow coin? In my opinion, I think it will, because there's a lot of people that want to be able to limit in and out of orders and want to use some leverage. And I'm very curious to see what that looks like on the crypto.com US exchange. Are they going to implement high leverage? I'm very curious to see how that plays out. When you look at the Crow coin price chart right now, we are trading just below 14 cents at about 13.59 cents right now. And guys, we are seeming to be bottoming out right here. It looks like we probably are going to do a little bit more of this like this and slowly make our way to the upside. And if you've been watching the Crypto Report for a while now, you would know I've been talking about us slowly getting this sloping happening. But you know, instead of seeing something like that, usually how Crow coin works is you go like this and then you get something like that. I don't know why that happened, but you get a sharp move to the upside. When you look back here, we saw that play out. You broke down, slowly came up, and then wham. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that play out here. But really, when you look at this, you pick out Crow coin completely in a vacuum, right, guys? Like no other outside sources. If you're only looking at the technical analysis for Crow coin, it looks a little bearish. It does, I'll be honest. I think a lot of the altcoins right now look pretty bearish. You see money flow coming out on Market Cipher. It looks like where you want to bottom out, but it does look like we are starting to bottom out. It doesn't look like we need to sell off more as long as Bitcoin plays nicely here, which we'll be talking about shortly. But I do expect volatility here for the entire market. And that could bring us down to, say, this price level again at 12 cents. But I do think that the probability of that happening is less likely than seeing something like this play out. I do expect something like that to play out based on what I'm seeing throughout the entire market. So let's take a look at that. And guys, if you do want to capitalize on this volatility, then I recommend you check out the description box below or the pinned comment down below. Sign up to Blowfin. You get a $5,000 sign bonus as well as 15% off all trading fees for the lifetime of your account, as well as you can sign up to crypto.com, download it on your phone or your computer, and you can get a crypto Visa card. It's the best place to on-ramp money and off-ramp. So if you want to be taking that crypto profit out of the crypto space and off the chain into your bank account, then use crypto.com, guys. So let's take a look at crypto.com right now. We're sitting at rank 39, down about 7% in the past 7 days, down 1% in the past 24 hours. Like I said, I mean, just look at all that red right here. And, you know, the past couple of days have been big days. They've been big days. A lot of things are changing for the cryptocurrency space as a whole. And that is outside of this crazy 2025 roadmap that we have for Crypto.com and Cronos Labs. This Crow coin burn is we'll talk about the Crow coin burn shortly here. So Crow coin sitting at $3.61 billion market cap. You know, I think all-time high this cycle has been about $5 billion. We were up to about 20 cents. $41 million 24-hour volume, not too much. But when you look at crypto Twitter as well, this is what I just want to show this because this is how I feel about the Crow fam. You know, I don't like to get married to any of my bags when it comes to investing. I am a trader, not a T-R-A-I-T-O-R. A trader, T-R-A-D-E-R. I trade cryptocurrencies. I trade equities. I invest. But the Crow fam has a special place in my heart. I've been very, very active with the Crow fam. I've been a part of the Crow fam since the MCO days, back when there wasn't a Crow coin. And I've been here for a while. And all I really want to do is I want to see the entire Crow fam retire. And I do think that Crypto.com is setting up, positioning themselves to see quite a nice 2025 for Crow coin price. Definitely Crypto.com, themselves are going to perform very well. They are really gunning after that top spot as a cryptocurrency exchange. They are the largest cryptocurrency exchange in North America now with the most volume and users. I think it's only a matter of time where they can eclipse that title for the world, considering they have the most licensing and they are the most regulatory compliant across the board. The real question I have that I've been thinking about is, will Crypto.com ever move to America as their central hub? I will not be surprised to see that play out here in the next coming years, maybe even this year, but I would not be surprised to see that happen. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. I think there's a good chance of them doing that. Probably would behoove them to do that, probably set them up to become the #1 cryptocurrency exchange across the globe. So we're waiting for this Cronos burn, right, guys? We're waiting for Crocoin to make a big move. We're waiting for the supply to come down because there is a Cronos quarterly burn coming, guys. It was announced in the roadmap. But what is the most important thing right now is not only these burns. These burns are great. They're going to reduce the supply. Guys, the more the supply goes down, the more valuable it will become. It's simple supply shock. It's just like with Bitcoin and the mining rewards. But I want to talk about Bitcoin dominance, okay? Because Bitcoin dominance, oh baby, it has been throwing people for a doozy. It has been throwing people for a loop. It's been confusing people, and rightfully so. I still think that this is the top around November 20th. I called it on crypto Twitter. You can check the receipts. Follow me, 333blackc on Twitter. I said on November 20th, I think that the top is in for Bitcoin dominance. And so far, I've been correct. But man, we came cratering down to this blue line at 54.5%, and then we bounced, and we really retested the breakdown. We were in a rising wedge, and we broke down out of it. But I want to show you guys a very interesting thing here, all right? I saw this over on crypto Twitter, and I overlaid the charts, and it's pretty true. So take a look at this right here. I'll give you a better depiction of this. Take a look at this little formation here. This top, I'll say this top right here. Now look at this. Look at this top where you go to euphoria, you crash down, you bounce back, and you're in complacency. Just look at this for a second. Now look at this. Let's zoom out a little bit. That sure as heck looks like a top to me, especially when you're looking at market psychology's chart. It looks like complacency. I do expect this to break down, but I will not be surprised to see a little bit of a bounce here, considering these executive orders that are coming in, talking about the U.S. creating a cryptocurrency digital asset stockpile. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to assume that that is only Bitcoin, which I don't think it will be only Bitcoin. And I think that is going to cause Bitcoin to get some liquidity and make a move to the upside. But regardless, I do think the top is in for Bitcoin dominance, and I do think this is going to break down. Now, you may say, Black Sea, why is this so important? Because when Bitcoin dominance breaks down, guys, when you see Ethereum start to make moves to the upside, the altcoins follow. And when the altcoins follow, that's when the retail FOMO comes in, because people start talking about, I made this much money on this altcoin. I made this much money on this meme coin. And next thing you know, retail and the non-crypto natives come into the space, guys. And what do? They're going to go to crypto.com, and Crocoin is going to get a boost, guys. Retail FOMO. This has been how Crocoin has performed since last cycle. When altcoin season was in peak effect, that's when we saw this massive impulse wave to the upside to $1. It's at the way end of the bull market. And then we crashed down. We've been crashing ever since, and we're finally starting to we're making progress, I will say that. But I mean, I would definitely have liked to be higher now, and I do think that this cycle is much more different than any other cycle we've had when it comes to altcoins, because I do think that the altcoin ecosystem is quite diluted. I think there's millions and millions of coins being created every day, and it's harder and harder for people to hold on to one thing. They want to be chasing the next best thing, next best thing, next best thing, and it becomes much more difficult for these builders to actually garner those rewards. But in time, my friends, but in time. I do think that Crocoin will perform well as long as Crypto.com truly embraces Crocoin, which they definitely are doing. They're listening to the community. And this Cronos roadmap where they're talking about burning coins on a quarterly basis is absolutely massive. You know, we've been talking about the Cronos burn for over a year. I brought that proposal up, and after 129 days of a proposal for a Cronos Crocoin burn, it was finally answered. And they said they would implement, Crypto.com and Cronos Labs said they would implement a quarterly burn with profits, guys, okay? The question is, how much will they burn? Time will tell. And will they actually use profits? Time will tell. But regardless, they did say a Cronos quarterly burn, guys. Very, very exciting times. Guys, if you stuck around this far, please go follow me on Instagram at 333blackc. If I can get to 1,000 followers in the next 24 hours, I will give one of you guys $1,000. I'm going to keep doing this giveaway. I want to give back to you guys during this altcoin season and this bull market so you can take advantage of some of these dips and make some money. Not financial advice. Maybe the dip is the dip that keeps on dipping, or maybe this dip is actually an opportunity. I do think right now the market is shaping up is that these dips are probably opportunities until we see a closure. And on the weekly time frame, off the top of my head, below 101,000, then I would start to get a little bit bearish in the weekly time frame zone. But right now, we're looking pretty bullish. That's all I got for you guys. If you like this type of content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that the Crypto.com US exchange will pump the Crocoin price? Or is it just good for Crypto.com? I'm very curious what you have to say about that, guys. Check out those awesome links in the description box or the pinned comment down below. And that's all I got. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.